This is Mahmoud Hassan Mehraj. Welcome to another solution tutorial of SolidWorks. Today we are going to solve this 3D problem. In this 3D problem, this is the isometric view, and in our case, if we see, we have uh, four different view, and all the dimensions are given in these four different view. And if we go back to our sketch, if we look at this front face, we will see that in our sketch, this front face is this one. Okay, then if we see this other back face, and this is our back face, and this is the, if we see the lower face here, and this is our lower face, and if we see a section line here, section AA, and this is our section A view. Okay, as this is a big sketch, so it will take quite a long time to draw it. So let me first demonstrate some of the point. In here we can see A, B, and many of the letter. These are the datum point. Okay, and we don't need to think much about this now, because if you are doing the draft person work, then you need that. And this 0.05, what does this mean? This means if we see the surface actually, and if we think about the surface roughness, if we draw two parallel line, and this distance is like 0.05. Okay, these are the uh, those tolerances, so we won't consider that here. So let's start doing our work. So in our case, first of all I will start drawing from the front plane. Okay, in the front plane, so in the front plane, we need to see about uh, we will draw about this sketch. Okay, so but this is the back side of the sketch, but if we actually look at, this is the front face which is matching this view, but we will start drawing from the, we will select the front plane, but we will start drawing from this back face. Okay, so let me see. So first of all, in our this back face sketch, we will see that we have a circle here at the center of here, and this circle has a dimension of 30 diameter. Okay, so I will draw a circle of 30 diameter circle. Okay, first of all, this circle has been drawn in the center, and from that circle we can see we have another circular profile, and we will draw a circle here, and this circle has a radius 9 unit, and its distance is 8 unit here, and it has a distance of 52.5 unit. And from that, we can see we have another circular profile here, and this circular profile has a radius of 10 unit, and it has a distance of 24.25 unit, and has a distance of 26 unit. And we have same circle in the other side also, and that is 24.25 unit, and another is 26 unit. Then I will select line tool, then I will draw a line here and another line here, then I will make this circle and this line a tangent line, then I will draw a center line here, and from the center line I'll angle this to 10 degree and angle this to 6 degree, and same way I will draw a line here and another line in here, and then I will make this circle and this line a tangent line, then I will draw a center line here, and then I will angle this to 10 unit and 25 unit. And after that, we can see this portion has a total extrude boss of 12 unit plus 3 unit, but from this center line I will see this has a extrude boss of 12 unit minus 75 unit, and this portion has a 7.5 unit plus 3 unit extrude boss. Okay, so let me start drawing the sketch so you can understand. So as I have told, I will select the front plane. Okay, I will select the front plane, so I am selecting the front plane here. Now sketch, now normal to it. After that, select the circle and place the circle here, and now dimension it to 30 diameter. Okay, so after that, press OK. So after that, we have another circle, so I'm going to draw another circle here, and this circle has a dimension of radius 9 unit, so 9 multiplied by 2. Okay, so you can see it has a radius of 9 unit, 9 multiplied by 2 unit. Okay, this circle is a radius of 9 unit, 9 multiplied by 2, so it has a distance of 8 unit and 52.5 unit. So I am going here, going to a sketch. Now dimension is go to smart dimension, and from this midpoint to this line it has a dimension of 8 unit, and also from this circle to this one it has a distance of 52.5 unit, 52.5 unit. Okay, now press OK. Now in our sketch we can see we have two circle here and here, and this two circle has a dimension of radius 10 unit, and it has a distance of 24.25 unit from this center line, and a vertical distance of 26 unit. So I am selecting a circle tool here and drawing a circle of 10 radius. So drawing a circle of 10 radius. Now select the smart dimension and dimension from this line to this line. This distance is 26 unit. Okay, this distance is 26 unit. After that we can see that we have this distance is 24.25 unit. Okay, so from this line to this line the distance is 24.25 unit. Now press OK. So in our case we can see we have the same drawing in this portion also, so I will mirror it. Okay, so I am selecting a center line here. Okay, so selecting a center line here and drawing a center line. Okay, after the center line has been drawn, now select the mirror entities and entities to be mirrored. I want to mirror this and mirror about this line. Now press OK. So this 2 point has been done. Now in our sketch we need to draw this tangent to tangent line. Okay, let me demonstrate how I draw this. Okay, so I'm selecting the line tool here and place the line here, tool here, and draw a line like this one and this one. Okay, we have drawn this. So in our sketch you can see this is a tangent line because it is showing the tangent symbol, but here it isn't tangent. So I'll select this line and this circle and make them tangent. Okay, so I have made them tangent. Now press OK. But we can see we need to draw two angle here. In our sketch it has an angle of 10 unit 10 degree here and angle of 25 degree here. Okay, as it is a back face, so as it is a back face, we are drawing this upper portion now. Okay, this upper portion is representing this portion. Okay, so I am selecting a center line here. Okay, selecting a center line and draw a center line like this one. Okay, I have drawn a center line like this one. Now select the smart dimension and select this line and this inclined line. Now angle this to 10 unit. So angle it to 10 degree. Okay, now select this line and this line, and this line has an angle of 25 degree. 25 degree. Now press OK. So in our case we can see we have almost matched this portion. Okay, now we need to draw the same way in this other side, means this lower side. Okay, for drawing this lower side we can see first of all we will select again two line and select a line here and draw a line like here and another line to okay, next select a line and from this point to draw here an inclined line like this one and draw another inclined line like this one. Okay, the inclined line has been drawn. We can see this portion has a tangent symbol, but this portion don't have a tangent symbol, so we need to draw a tangent symbol here. So I'm selecting this line and this surface and making this to tangent. Now press OK. So both are tangent now Now I select a center line, okay, and place a center line here and draw a center line like this way. And if we go back to our sketch, we can see this portion has a 6-degree angle and this portion has a 10-degree angle. Okay, so I am going to my sketch. Now select the smart dimension and select this portion and this portion. This has an angle of 10-degree. Okay, and now zoom it here and select this line and this line. This two has an angle of 6-degree. Now press OK. So this portion has been quite done nicely. Now in our sketch we can see in here the total lower distance is 36 unit. Okay, the total lower distance is 36 unit. So this portion and this portion so must be total distance will be 36 unit, and the total height is 107.89 unit. So first, now for drawing this portion I will select 2 point, one point is here and another point is here, and this time and draw a dimension of 36 divided by 2 unit and 36 divided by 2 unit. Then I will draw two line here and another line here. Then I will dimension 2 from this upper point to here. I will dimension this to 107.89 unit. Okay, for drawing this 109.8 unit, as we have drawn a circle here, so I'll have to measure distance from this line to this line. So then the distance will be 107.89 unit minus 9 unit. Okay, let me demonstrate for a clear view. Go to sketch and now selecting a point and placing a point here. Okay, after placing a point, now dimension this point to this line, and this distance will be 36 divided by 2 unit. Okay, so I am again selecting same thing here. You can mirror it or you can manually draw it. So I am selecting this point to this point, and this distance will be 36 divided by 2 unit. Okay, now press OK. Now select the line tool and place the line tool here and draw a horizontal line. Okay, after that line has been drawn, we can see that total distance is 107.89 unit and the radius is 9 unit. So I will select smart dimension 107.89 unit minus 9 unit. Okay, 107.89. Okay, it is clear. Now select the line tool and select a line tool here and close the shape like this way. Okay, we have closing the shape. Now select the, in our case we can see in here we have a extrude cut circle here, and this extrude cut circle has a dimension of 12 diameter. So I'm drawing that. So I'm selecting a circle here and placing a circle here and draw a circle of 12 diameter. Now press OK. Now select the trim option and trim all the unnecessary part that we don't need. So I'm trimming this portion, trimming this portion, and trim this portion. Now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. Now it's time for extrude boss. So let me again demonstrate how will we extrude boss this. So for extrude bossing this, we can see in our case this side matches this portion and this back side match this portion. So as you can see in the direction, in this direction, first of all in this direction I will extrude boss it to 7.5 plus 3 unit. Okay, and in the direction 2 I will extrude boss it to, in the direction 2 I will extrude boss it to 12 minus 7.5 unit. Okay, so let me go to the sketch, going to sketch, now features, and now extrude boss, and in our direction 1 we will extrude boss it to 7.5 plus 3 unit. Okay, and in the direction 2 I will extrude boss it to 12 minus 7.5 unit. Okay, let me recheck again. This portion is 7.5 plus 3 unit, and this the other portion is 12 minus 7.5 unit. Now press OK. So this portion has been done. Okay, now in our sketch we can see, if we look here, we have another inner circle. Okay, this inner circle has a diameter of 25 unit, and we can see this inner circle has a extrude boss of this portion, so it will be extrude boss to 3 unit. Okay, so it will be extrude to 3 unit. So let me do that. So going to sketch again. Now select this surface, now sketch, now normal to it. Now first of all select a circle and draw a circle of 25 diameter. Okay, now press OK. Now we need to select this in outer circle and convert into this, so we will get a double sketch. Now go to isometric view, now go to features, now extrude boss, to 3 unit. Okay, and reverse the direction. Now press OK. So it has been quite done. Now isometric it for a better view. Now again go to our sketch, and in our sketch we can see in our this back portion. Okay, in our this back portion we have a extrude cut of 1 unit, and this extrude cut circle has a dimension of 13 radius. Okay, so I will draw a, in this back portion I will draw a 13 radius circle, then I will cut it to 1 unit. So let's do this. So I am selecting the back face, now sketch, now normal to it, now select a circle and place the circle to previous circle origin. Okay, now draw a circle of 13 radius, 13 multiplied by 2. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to 1 unit. Okay, now press OK. So I have extrude cut it to 1 unit. So this portion has been done. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to sketch. So in our sketch, if we see here, we have another circular cut like this one here. Okay, so what is that circular cut? If we look at this sketch, this is our circular cut. Okay, so this circular cut has a dimension of 48 radius, and its extrude cut is 3 unit. So it has a extrude cut of 3 unit. So let me demonstrate. So going to sketch again, now selecting this face, now sketch, now normal to it, now select a circle and place the circle to previous circle here. Now it has a dimension of 48 radius, so 48 multiplied by 2 unit. And now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut, it has a extrude cut of 3 unit. Okay, extrude cutting it to 3 unit. Now press OK. So this portion extrude cut has been done. Okay, so we are getting our shape like this sketch. Okay, it is quite looking like this. Now in our sketch, we can see this time for drawing this portion. Okay, now it's time for drawing this portion, and how will we gonna draw this? So let me think about. So first of all I will draw a center line here, and from this center line I will draw another center line in this portion, and this center line has a degree of 20 degree here we can see. Okay, after that we can see we have as we have drawn this center line. Okay, this center line has a distance of 34 unit. Okay, and from the center line we can see this distance. If we see about this distance, so let me clear this space more. The total total distance is 20 unit. So this half distance will be 10 unit, and this half distance will be 10 unit. So from the previous that center line, I'll draw two offset line of 10 unit in this portion and 10 unit in another portion. Then I'll draw a parallel line, and this parallel line has a dimension of 8 unit, and from this upper portion it has a distance of 12 unit. Then I'll join these two line, and after joining this two line we can see it has a fillet here. Okay, and this fillet is 2.5 unit fillet. and from that I'll, I'll close all the shape like this way. Okay, I will close the shape, and after closing the shape I will extrude cut. And how much I will gonna extrude cut? So let me see, in our this portion I will extrude cut it to 6 unit. Okay, so let me first draw that, then I will extrude cut it to 6 unit. So first of all I am going to start from this portion. So going to sketch and selecting this face. Now sketch, now normal to it. So you can see our sketch is like this angle, but in our sketch it is vertical. So if we want to match this, I will please click on this point. Okay, sorry, isometric it for a better view. Now normal to it. Mm, okay, let me demonstrate. Let me first edit sketch. Okay, let me first edit sketch. Now okay, I think okay, let me select this surface. Now sketch, now normal to it. Okay, so let me imagine if this is vertical line like this way, so we will have a vertical line like horizontal way. So I am selecting a line, center line. Okay, select a center line and place this center line to previous line origin here. Okay, drawing a center line. After that center line has been drawn, okay, after that center line has been drawn, now if we go back to our sketch, we can see we have to draw a another center line. So I am selecting another center line. Okay, and drawing a center line like this way, and this center line has a dimension of 34 unit. So I'm drawing a center line of 34 unit. Okay, and from this center line to this line, the angle is 20 degree. Angle is 20 degree. Okay, the angle has been done. Now it's time for offset. Now offsetting it is, now select this line, now bidirectional, now press OK. So it has been done. Now we need to select a line and we need to draw a parallel line. Okay, parallel line of 8 unit. Parallel line of 8 unit. Okay, let's select this line and this line and make them parallel. Okay, now press OK. This two has been parallel, and now we can see it has a distance of 12 unit. Okay, now select the smart dimension tool, select this upper portion and this portion, and draw a distance of, it is not drawing. Okay, you can see in our sketch, if the angle is like vertical like this one. Okay, like it's vertical, but our angle is doing like this one. So I need to first delete this dimension. So I'm selecting and deleting the delete. Okay, select this dimension and delete it. Okay, now select the smart dimension tool and now dimension vertically 8 unit. You also match the dimension angle, because if we don't dimension like this way or on the other angle way, it will change the dimension. So we need to again select this point and this point. The vertical dimension is 12 unit. 12 unit. And in here we can see it has a distance of 13 unit. Okay, it has a distance of 13 unit. So I'm selecting this line and this line, and it has a distance of 13 unit. Okay, it is seeing the over dimension, so I am going to select one of the parallel line and delete it first. Okay, now I will dimension it, this line to this line. It is a distance of 13 unit. Again it is seeing same problem, so let me just sum of the dimension also first. Let me delete some of the relation first. Okay, now dimension this. Let me see. Now dimension this too. Okay, it is also seeing the same problem. Let me delete some more dimension first. The distance is 13 unit. Okay, we are seeing why our dimension is over dimension. We need to delete this dimension because of this coincident we are not getting the proper distance. Okay, so as we have deleted this coincident, now it is okay. Now we can dimension this now again, so the distance will be 12 unit. Okay, now it is perfect. Now select a line tool and draw a perpendicular line here. Okay, after that line has been drawn, now select the fillet option, and this is has a fillet of 2.5 unit, and select this line. Now press OK. So now it's time for closing the shape. For closing the shape, first of all I am selecting the line tool and closing this two line. Okay, so I have closed this two line. Now I need to close this line also. I'll close this line with a perpendicular line. Okay, I have closed this line. Now for drawing this line, I'll select this, put up this full face. Now convert into this. Now I will trim all the line that I don't need. So select the trim option and trim this two portion. Then this portion, this three portion. Okay, and this portion and this portion. So this has been done. Now press OK. So now go to in our sketch, and in our sketch we can see we have some fillet here, but this fillet has not, dimension has not been given. So I am assuming, as this fillet has a dimension of 2.5 unit, I am assuming this dimension has a 2.5 unit fillet also. So going to sketch, now select the fillet option and now filleting it to 2.5 unit here and 2.5 unit here. Now press OK. Now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now in our sketch we can see it has a extrude cut of 6 unit. Okay, it has a extrude cut of 6 unit. So going to sketch again and selecting the extrude cut of 6 unit. Now press OK. So in our sketch we have seen we have drawn this portion. Okay, now it's time for drawing this two cut. Okay, how will we draw this two cut? And for drawing this two cut, we can see we have to draw first of all a circular profile of 3 radius, and it has a distance of 4 unit and a 35 unit. Then I will draw another circular radius of 3 unit circle, and it has a distance of 3 unit from here. And we can see as this distance is not given, so I am assuming it also has a 35 unit distance. Okay, and it has a extrude cut of 3 unit. We can see here it has a extrude cut of 3 unit. Okay, let me demonstrate. So going to our sketch, selecting this face. Now sketch, now normal to it. Now zoom it here. Now select a, now draw a circle of 3 radius. Now select the smart dimension tool, and in our sketch we can see it has a distance of 4 unit and 35 unit. And now dimension it to, from this center to this center it has a distance of 35 unit. So, and now in our sketch we can see it has a distance of 4 unit here. So from this line to this line the distance is 4 unit. Now zoom it here. Now select a line and place the line to the center of this here and draw a vertical line. Okay. Draw a perpendicular line, and from that perpendicular line select the offset entities and offset, make it offset of 3 unit, 3 unit by the capping line. Now press OK. Now select the trim option and trim all the necessary part that we don't need. Now press OK. So this upper portion has been done. Now this lower portion, and for this lower portion you can select a circle and place the circle here and now dimension it to 3 radius. Okay, now select this dimension tool, and in our case we can see it has a distance of 3 unit. Okay, so distance, give the distance to 3 unit here. Okay, distance to 3 unit, and after that select this circle and this circle, and the distance give 35 unit. Okay, now zoom it here. Now press OK. Now select a center line and draw a vertical center line, perpendicular center line. Draw a perpendicular center line, and from the center line offset it to 3 unit. Now press OK. Now select the trim option and trim all the unnecessary part that we don't need. Now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to 3 unit. Okay, now press OK. Extrude cutting it to 3 unit. So this portion has been done, and in our sketch we can see some holes that are like here and here, and these holes are M5 hole. So I am not using the hole wizard here because it will extend the video more. So I am going to use the normal extrude cut circle instead of M5 hole. Okay, and also for this portion also there are M4 hole, means why I will going to use extrude cut circle of 4 radius, and I'm going to use extrude cut circle of 2 radius. Or if you have time you can use the M4 hole wizard as you want. Okay, let me now see, we have 2 extrude cut circle here and they both are M5. Okay, so I'll use 5 radius circle instead. So in a dimension here we can see the first circle, it has a distance of 25 unit and a distance of 5 unit, and in our second circle it has a distance of 4 unit and a distance of 5 unit. Okay, so I'm going to sketch here now. Now select this face, now sketch, now normal to it. Now select again, select a center line and draw a vertical line. Okay, drawing a vertical line like here, and from that vertical line you can select a center line and draw a line of 34 unit. Okay, drawing a line of 34 unit. Okay, or you can manual dimension. If you don't want to manually dimension, you just can select a center line and just place the center line here and place it to this center line, this midpoint. Okay, so it will give the same dimension. After that select a circle and place a circle here and draw a circle of 5 diameter. And now if we see the sketch, it has a distance of 25 unit and 5 unit. Okay, so selecting the smart dimension option, now dimension it to here to this point, it has a distance of 25 unit. Okay, and from this line to this line it has a distance of 5 unit. So after that I will select the center line and draw another center line here and make them to select this line and select this two line and make them perpendicular. Okay, and now select a circle and draw another circle, and this circle has a dimension of m5, so I'm using 5 diameter circle extrude cut, or you can use m5 horizontal as you want. Now select, in our sketch we can see it has a distance of 4 unit and 5 unit. Okay, so I'm selecting the smart dimension, and from this line to this line it has a distance of 4 unit. Okay, select dimension to 4 unit, and from this line to this vertical line it has a distance of 5 unit. Okay, now isometric it for a better view. Now you can use the exit sketch. If we see through here, we have placed our circle. You can use a shortcut, or you can go to whole widget option here, and from that you can select M5 from here, and you can select as your measurement. Now go to position, 3D position, and position your shortcut hole. Okay, now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. Now we can see we have done this two portion. Now you can hide this sketch. Okay, this two portion has been done. Now if we return back to our sketch, we can see we have some kind of circular profile here. Okay, some kind of circular profile here, and this circular profile, the highest circular profile has a diameter of 36 unit, and we can see the highest peak of it like in here. So if from our mid plane, if I draw a reference plane here, okay, that has a distance of 19.85 unit, and from the reference plane if I draw a 36 diameter circle, then I will extrude it to up to that surface. Okay, up to this surface, and then I will extrude cut this extra portion that has been made. Then okay, let me first draw this portion clearly. So I am selecting, so this distance is 19.85, so I am selecting the right plane. Now select the reference plane. Now select the distance to 19.85 unit. Now flip the offset. Now press OK. Okay, so a 19.85 unit circle has distance has been done. Now select this plane. Now sketch. Now normal to it. Now select a circle and place the circle to this center and draw a circle of 36. Draw a circle of 36 diameter. Okay, now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude boss. Now extrude boss it to up to surface. Okay, I will extrude boss it to up to this surface. Now press OK. So now we can see we have some uneven shape in here, and here we need to get rid of that, and for that I will select this portion. Now sketch. Now normal to it. Now first of all I will draw a circle of 36 unit, because I need to draw the inner shape 36 unit. Then I will select a larger circle, then 36 unit. You can select, so I am selecting, suppose I will select 60 unit. Okay, 60 unit. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features. Now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to up to surface, and from the surface select this plane. Now press OK. So this portion has a clear circular profile now. Okay, let me make, now we don't need this plane, so I'm hiding this plane. Now we need to shape this lower portion, and how we gonna shape this lower portion. For shaping this lower portion, let's go to sketch. In our sketch we can see we have this circle. Okay, let me first of all see. So first of all, I'll draw this shape here. Okay, for drawing this shape, in our sketch we can see in here we have a angle cut. We have an angle cut of 158 degree. Okay, first of all, I will do this angle cut of 158 degree. Okay, so let me demonstrate. So I'm going to, in our sketch, now select the top plane. Okay, now sketch, now normal to it, now select the line. As we have already taken distance from here, so I am going, we can draw from here and drawing a line of draw a incline line. And after that incline line, we can see we have a angle of 158 unit. So I'm selecting the smart dimension tool and select this line to this line and dimension it to 158 unit. Okay, this portion has been done. Now select the line tool and close this shape. So draw a horizontal line. Okay, now this time for closing the shape, so we need to close the shape here. So closing the shape, now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to through all both. Now select the through all both. Now press OK. So this portion has been done. Okay, you can see we have done this portion. Now go to our now going to our sketch. Now in our sketch, now this time I will cut this portion, this back portion. And how will we gonna do this? So in our sketch we can see that from this center line, we have a distance of 23 unit here. So from this line we have a distance 23 unit here. Then I'll draw a line. Okay, then I will fillet it to R5 unit. Okay, so I am selecting, going to our sketch again. Now selecting top plane again. Now sketch, now normal to it. Now select line, now select the line tool and draw a vertical line like this one. Okay, after that select the smart dimension tool and this line to this line, it has a distance of 23 unit. Okay, the distance is 23 unit, and from that select the select a line tool. We are seeing our sketch, we have some overloaded line, so zoom here and trim this extra line. Okay, trimming this extra portion. Now press OK. Now select the line tool and draw a full line here and close this shape. Now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features, now extrude cut. Now go select through all both. Now press OK. So this portion has been done, but in our case we can see it has a radius of 5 unit. So select the fillet option here and make a radius of 5 unit and select here. Now press OK. So this portion has been done. Now isometric it for a better view. Now in our case here we can see that in here we have, okay, let me first go to there. Okay, in this upper portion we have a curve like here. Okay, and we have same curve in the lower portion. And how we will going to do that? So for doing that, we can see we have a radius of 10 unit curve here and a radius of 10 unit curve here. As we have already drawn that, we will use that sketch to make this cut. Okay, so let's go to our sketch. So going to our sketch. Now this time I'm selecting the front plane. Now sketch, and now you can go to this tree and select this previous sketch, and now convert into this. Okay, now isometric it for a better view. Now go to trim option. Okay, going to trim option and trim this portion and this portion. Now trim this line, and this line, and keep all of them. Now select the line tool and draw a outer line around this shape. Okay, drawing a outer line around this shape. Okay, we have drawn an outer line. Now press OK. Now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to through all both. Now press OK. So this portion has been done. Okay, now go to our sketch. So in our sketch we can see we have gotten our this shape as we have wanted. Okay, it is matching quite well. Now go to our sketch, and in our sketch we can see that we have some extrude cut here. First of all, we have a extrude cut circle of 34.4 unit diameter, and it has a extrude cut of 8 unit. So let me first do that. 34.4 unit extrude cut, 34.4 unit. So I'm selecting this back face. Now sketch, now normal to it. Now select the sketch circle here and draw a circle of 34.4 unit. Okay, now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to 8 unit. Extrude cut it to 8 unit. Okay, this 8 unit extrude cut has been done. Okay, and from that we can see we have another extrude cut circle of 28 unit, and this extrude cut circle has a distance of 10 unit. Okay, so 28 unit extrude cut circle has a 10 unit extrude cut. So I am selecting this inner face. Now sketch, now normal to it. Now select a circle and place the circle to here, and it has a 28 unit diameter. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to 10 unit. Extrude cutting it to 10 unit. Now press OK. So this extrude cut has been done quite well. Now again go to sketch, and in our sketch we can again see we have another extrude cut circle of 18 diameter, and this is a extrude cut of 18 diameter, and we can see the total distance here is 23 unit and this distance is 10 unit. So it has a extrude cut of 23 unit minus 10 unit. So let's go to our sketch. Now select this inner face. Now sketch, now normal to it. Now select a circle and place a circle here and draw a circle of 18, and go to smart dimension, draw a circle of 18 unit. Okay, now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to 23 minus 10 unit. Okay, now press OK. So this portion has been done. Okay, you can see that this portion has been done quite well. Now again go to our sketch. So you can see this portion has been cut. Now in our sketch we can see we have, if we go back to here, we have a circular cut. Okay, this circular cut, and it has a distance of 23 unit, and this circular cut, if we see this face, it is here, this circular cut, and where it is in the main sketch. So let me go where it is in the main sketch. If we see this, it might be okay. Let's find out why this might be. Okay, if we see this face in our sketch, this face don't have any extrude cut. Okay, in our visual position. So that means in our back lower face, back lower face, this extrude cut is positioned. Okay, so this extrude cut portion is positioned in the bottom face. Okay, in the bottom face. So going to sketch, now selecting this zoom here and selecting zoom here, select this face, now sketch, now isometric it for a better view, now go to normal. Okay, after that we will select, in our sketch we can see it has a circle of 16 unit. Okay, so it has a circle of 16 unit. So here I'm selecting a circle of 16 unit. Okay, and in our sketch you can see it has a dimension of 23 unit. So select a small dimension and select this circle, and this one it has a dimension of 23 unit. 23 unit. Now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. So go to features and extrude cut. Now press OK. So you can see this extrude cut portion has been done. Okay, so if we look like this one, it is quite matching our this shape. Okay, so now isometric it for a better view. Now move to next portion. So in our sketch we can see we have some M2 extrude cut and M4 extrude cut, and here for our ease of drawing we will use 2 diameter cycle and 4 diameter cycle. I am not using M4. If you have time you can use whole user M4 unit and M2 unit. Okay, so let's go to our sketch. So first of all I will draw the M2, which means 2 diameter cycle. So in our sketch we can see in here it has a distance of 5 unit from the ground. Okay, it has, as this portion has a distance of 3 unit, so it has been cut from the ground to 5 unit. Okay, so I am selecting the sketch. Now select the top plane, now sketch, now normal to it, now select a circle and place the circle to the center, and it has a circle of 2 diameter, and now select small dimension, now dimension it to 8 minus 3, so it is 5 unit. Okay, now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features. You can use whole wizard if you want, but I am using extrude cut. Go to through all both. Now press OK. Okay, this portion has been done. Now select the front plane, now sketch, now normal to it, now select a circle and place the circle here and draw a circle of 2 unit. Okay, now select a small dimension and select this circle and this line. The distance is 8 minus 3, so it will be 5 unit. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to through all both. Now press OK. So this portion has been also been done. Okay, now go to our sketch, and in our sketch we can see that we have M4 cut. So M4 cut I will going to use here the 4 diameter circle. If you want you can use M4 whole widgets if you want. Okay, so it is about 45-degree angle. Okay, here I will draw it a 45-degree plane first of all, then from that 45-degree plane I will draw that M4 cut. Means I will draw four diameter circle cut. Okay, so in our sketch, if we go back to here, we can see that it has a distance of, first of all, you can see it has a distance here to here, it has a distance of 8 unit, then here to here it has a distance of 5 unit. So the total distance is 8 plus 5 unit. Okay, so I'm going to my sketch now, selecting the front plane and the top, selecting the front plane and top plane by control clicking it. Now go to reference plane, now select a plane. So I am getting a 45-degree plane. Okay, now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. Now I am going selecting this my 45-degree angle plane. Now sketch, now normal to it, and from that plane select a circle, and from this midpoint draw a circle of 4 diameter. You can use M4 if you want, if you have time. I'm selecting this circle and select this line, and the distance is 8 plus 5 unit. Okay, now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and extrude cut it to through all both. Okay, extrude cutting it to through all both. Now press OK. So this portion has been done. Okay, now isometric it for a better view. Now hide this plane. Okay, I'm hiding this plane. Now again we need to draw same thing in another angle. So I'm again selecting this front plane and now top plane, and now select the reference and select plane. Now this time I will flip the offset. Okay, now press OK. Now select this new plane, now sketch, now normal to it. Now select a circle and place draw a circle here, and this circle has a diameter of 4 unit. And now select this my dimension, and from this line to this line it has a dimension of 8 plus 5 unit. Okay, now press OK. Now isometric it for a better view. Now go to features and now extrude cut. Now extrude cut it to through all both. Now press OK. Now hide this plane, we don't need this. Okay, now zoom it. Now in our case we can see, if we look about, we have a chamfer here, and this chamfer has a 1.5 unit chamfer of 15 degree. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm going to my sketch again. Now select the chamfer option from here and select a chamfer of 1.5 unit chamfer of 15 degree, and select this line and flip the direction. Now press OK. So this portion has been done. Now isometric it for a better view. So if we look at our sketch, so we can see almost all the portion has been drawn. Here I have just used extrude cut cycle instead of M4 because it will take more time. If you have time, you will use M4 unit. And if you are looking at about 0.2, this perpendicular line, this B, C, A, these are datum, and these are the tolerance of surface. If you see the draftman's work, you will understand these things. If you want, you can Google it. Okay, so if you want to see the full sketch, let me give a clear view of the full sketch. Okay, this is the clear view of the full sketch. And if you want to see a zoom portion, let me give you a zoom portion of the full sketch. Okay, this is the zooming portion of the full sketch. Okay, you can see this is the sketch, and this is the sketch portion. Okay, so as you can see, we have drawn our 3D sketch. Thank you for watching till the end.
Thanks for watching. and keep learning. Be different.